Wenyu and Amir from Singapore comics community, and we'd just like to ask you, you've been writing a bit of a horror into the Marvel comics, Absolute Carnage, and together with Al Ewing on Immortal Hulk, it seems like horror is coming back to Marvel. Are you guys going to do something like an imprint like Vertigo or something now?
No, I don't know. That'd be fun. I don't know. It's weird. Like Al and I didn't really know each other before he was on Hulk and I was on Venom. We both just kind of weirdly at the same time decided that Marvel needed a lot of really fucked up horror stuff, you know? Oh, is that not okay? You're gonna have to deal with it. I just thought that the concept of Venom has always been a sci-fi horror concept. It's a guy walking around with a black alien on him, you know? That's terrifying. And it had just never really been written that way. And also, I really wanted to have Venom to have his own little corner of the Marvel U. Because, the Punisher started off as a Spider-Man bad guy, but none of us think of him like that, right? Because he has his own little corner of the Marvel U that is his own, and he's his own bad guy, his own origin, everything. And so I'm really trying my best to make Venom, to bring Venom out of Spider-Man's shadow and give him his own world and give him his own bad guys. And so I kind of found a little niche area that's Cthulhu, Elder God, H.P. Lovecraft kind of stuff, and people seem to dig it, so keep on doing it. Yeah.
Donny, you've been touted as the next big thing or the biggest thing, the hottest writer now in comics. And how do you feel holding this mantle?
It's really scary. I don't like it at all. On my desk, I have this page from Wizard magazine. Do you remember in the 90s? They used to do these top 10 lists of like the top hottest writers of 94, whatever the fuck, right? And so I have this list above my desk, and it's the top 10 writers of like 93 or 96 or whatever it is. And like the number 1 is like Grant, and number 2 is Mark Waid, and it's Garth Ennis. But then like numbers 4 through 10 are dudes you've never heard of. And so I keep it there as a reminder that like, I might be the hottest guy this year, but if I don't keep on working and making sure my stuff is good, then it might not be next year. So, I don't know. I hear people say that, but my life hasn't changed. I'm still in my sweatpants with a laptop writing comics, so it's fun. I'm glad that people like it, but it's not something I try and think about that much.
Okay. And there's some rumors which we've heard, we don't know how true is that when Marvel released Bendis to DC, they knew they released because you were coming on board. Have you heard?
No. Marvel didn't release Bendis. Bendis left. Bendis had been there for almost 20 years, and he had come to a point where I think he had written everything he wanted to write. His contract was up, and he left. And Marvel would have gladly kept him around for everything. That's not true at all. Brian and I are dear friends, and Brian's been very sweet to me. I do joke about it a lot and tell him that, because like my first Marvel retreat was his last, and so we went into this retreat. It was the only time that Brian and I were ever at Marvel together. Was like this 2-week period.
Right.
And I got out of this retreat, and like 3 days after this retreat, or like a week or so after the retreat, it's announced that Brian was leaving. And I texted him, and I was like, well, I didn't mean to scare you, dog. You can stay. But no, Brian's great, and I'm really proud of him. I think all of his DC stuff is really exciting.
Okay.